Jessica here with Central Coast Surrogacy. Thank you so much for clicking the link. I would love to address some of the concerns that you may have with moving forward and becoming a surrogate. The process can take anywhere from a few months to get to transfer. I say be prepared to be in this process for upwards of 18 months. Some things can get drug out, legal contracts, things like that, especially if both sides aren't agreeing on some things. And then I've seen other ones that are really quick. So from start to finish, you're talking the application process, matching, clearance, medical clearance. You're going to do your psych evaluation, legal contracts. You're going to do your medication starts, go for transfer. If transfer is successful the first time, sometimes it can take up to 3 times. You're going to go for monitoring appointments, and then you'll be released to your OBGYN, at which point it will carry out into a normal pregnancy of what you're used to from when you got pregnant with your own child. I would say it's absolutely not. We have many surrogates that we can either put you in touch with. We have testimonials. I myself am a surrogate and have been through the process. I'm currently going through the process. I love everything about it. I can definitely put you in touch with other surrogates that I work with that are comfortable with doing so. But yeah, Google experiences with the company, Google the process, get familiar before you're moving forward. Generally, you can't move. So you want to make sure that you're in a stable relationship, stable location, you're not moving around a lot, stable lifestyle for sure. Like for instance, my contract after 22 weeks, I cannot go 150 miles away from the hospital. So any big travel plans or anything like that should definitely be thought out before moving forward with this process. You will have to go to numerous appointments, especially in the beginning. It can be a bit demanding as far as lining check appointments, monitoring appointments. After about 11 to 12 weeks and you are released to your OBGYN, then it kind of transitions into more of a normal type pregnancy. Partners don't necessarily have to be super involved, but they definitely should be supportive and on board with the process. They are going to have to be involved with legal contracts, background checks, blood work, those sort of things. So where they don't necessarily need to be like, yay, you're going to be doing this. They definitely need to be there and be supportive and okay with the process. As far as what they would need to do, they would need to be available to do the medical screening. They would need to do the psych evaluation with you. They would also need to be involved in the contract, as well as be available to do anything that is requested or required as far as a pre-birth order. Okay, so as a surrogate, you will have the choice to move forward with any intended parent that you're matched with. You are in control 100% of your journey and do not have to be matched with anybody that you're not comfortable with. So we match surrogates with intended parents based on their profile and their wants and their needs. We have everything from confidential matches to parents that are extremely involved and go to every single doctor's appointment, are maybe living close to the surrogate and have more of a friend type relationship and doing things with them, on top of just being pregnant with the baby, maybe barbecues and stuff like that. So there's really something for everyone. We also have international intended parents that can communicate through apps called WeChat. And so that's an application that translates for them if they don't speak English. So in fact, that's what my intended parents, they live in Shanghai, and I communicate with her, every day. So yeah, you can have a very close relationship if that's something that you're looking for, or you could have something more along the lines of a confidential relationship. That is 100% up to you and the intended parents. The benefits of being a surrogate would definitely be being able to help another family. My daughter is one of the best things that I've ever done with my life, and being able to give that to somebody else is probably the biggest gift that you could ever give. There's also the financial aspect of being able to help your family out a little bit. Maybe that is student loans or getting into a mortgage, something along those lines. But definitely being able to help a family out and to complete their family is one of the biggest gifts that you could ever give someone. Okay, so there's two different types of surrogacy. There's gestational surrogacy and there's traditional surrogacy. And with gestational surrogacy, the intended parents would donate their egg and sperm and make an embryo that will go be implanted during transfer process into the surrogate. With traditional surrogacy, the surrogate would use her egg and the intended parent would donate the sperm. And so the surrogate would have biological ties to that child. With gestational surrogacy, the surrogate has absolutely no biological ties to the child. One of the benefits of being with Central Coast Surrogacy is we're not like all the typical other agencies that have, 9 to 5 business hours. We are available all the time. Our agency may only be open from 8 to 4, but as a surrogate coordinator, I am there as a friend, as a therapist. Anytime, I'm there to answer questions, whatever you need. I have surrogates messaging me all hours of the night. Is this normal? What's going on? Have you been through this? Have you experienced this? And we are totally there for you. I don't have business hours. I run off my personal cell phone. You have my lifeline and the ability to contact me anytime with anything that you need. So as far as getting reimbursed or getting paid, all the funds are put into an escrow account, which is required to hold at least a minimum balance. That escrow account is held open until 6 months after delivery. So just to make sure that any bills come through after delivery or there are any other complications that arise, those are going to be taken care of. So once you arrive to the clinic the morning of your transfer, you'll be expected to have a full bladder. Your lining will be where it needs to be as far as being released, to do transfer. They'll bring you into a room. It's more of a medical type procedure, an outpatient procedure. They will do what kind of seems more like a pelvic exam. During that exam, they will put a catheter into your uterus and insert the embryo, simultaneously using an ultrasound to make sure that everything is in place. At that point, depending on the clinic, sometimes they have you rest for upwards of 30 minutes after. After that, you're allowed to get up and empty your bladder and walk around. Some clinics will put you on bed rest for anywhere from 24 hours to 3 days after transfer. And after that, you just go about your normal daily life. Just to get started, if you're local, we can meet up with you. We can go over the application with you. We can set up a phone consultation if you're not local, if you're just more comfortable doing over the phone. There's an application packet that you'll need to fill out that includes a profile as well as just an agency application. And then from there, we can post it to the intended parents and see if there's anybody that's interested in matching. So if you're still interested in becoming a surrogate mother, click the link below, fill out a quick questionnaire, and we'll be in contact with you soon.